a smiling face. Be who you wanna be. Make up the memory. It's virtual reality.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, and thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Coffee and VR, which may have some things to do with non-VR. I mean, like...
It does? Oh, jeez. Don't even get me started on this game.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. And if it's coming to VR, I'm going to freak because it's going to burn so much of my time.
This is like the most ridiculous thing I've seen.
No, it's not ridiculous.
So
Stop,
it's not ridiculous.
Stop.
It's pretty cool, but he watched this
amazing.
trailer for like 20 minutes and made me download it for the show. Do you just want to start talking about that right off the bat?
I mean, we can, sure. I guess.
So
we might as well.
here's what he's
Let's talk
talking about.
Oh, dude, it's so good. So this is Townscaper. And this is out for a lot of other platforms, right? All flat. And the dev, let me see if I had, Oscar Stahlberg, one of the devs for this, or maybe the only dev for this, is working on this for VR. And you can see here he's using the touch controllers. And it's just a literal point and click game.
Can you guys hear
It's
the
a
popping,
build.
the pop noises that it makes? Hopefully they can hear that. I have the
I hope so, man.
Because Tyler's like, it's like the most satisfying sound you ever hear. That's what
It's
he's
so
telling me.
satisfying. And then you can like build certain things on here, and then like you see like the birds fly away and stuff, and the water, the ripples, there's so many dumb things. Like, it's so simple. I don't mean it's dumb, but it's so brilliant because different combinations build certain things. If you do like building enclosures, it builds grass in the middle. I mean, it's literally like a never ending, like, I don't know if you guys can see mine, but it's so good.
He's playing
like,
it on his
everything
phone.
about it is so good.
We can hear it for sure.
You guys
Is it too
really,
loud?
I highly recommend picking it up on your phone, because if this comes to VR, it's gonna eat up all my time. Like, look at this. I could just sit here and casually just build like this.
So you
I
gotta
don't want to do this, man.
So technically, you just keep clicking on it to like break down and build something else, and it automatically generates something. Is that how this works?
Yes, it's procedural, so it just keeps creating and connecting buildings. So if you just build like a platform there, like of land, it's just going to build a little deck area, and then if you put one on top of it, it's going to build a house there. And two houses of the same color will connect.
So you change
And
the
two
color,
colors
like
that
you see the thing on
Yeah.
the left side. So what does that do?
Yep. So you can change just the color of the building, and
Okay, I
the
see
same
it
colors
changing
will
now.
connect and do different things. It's a lot of fun. It seems super simple, but it's sometimes the simplest things, especially in VR, that I can guarantee this is going to work great. So I
And we
know
can-
this is my little like favorite thing coming right here.
He was all
it's
excited
gonna be a
about
hit,
this.
man.
So
I'm super excited.
there's
yeah.
no official announcement or anything, as far as I know, for the Quest.
just
But
demoing.
obviously, yeah, you see right here, he's playing it on the Quest. You know, he has it working on the Quest. It is on major platforms. Virtual Steve just said $2.99 right now on the Android Play Store. I think that's who you just got it on, was the Android Play Store, right, on your phone. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, if it does come to VR, I can see this kind of thing being a relaxing. I mean, it's not much thought into it, right? Like I watch things like Rosie and stuff. You know, the people that do like the crazy paintings and stuff in VR, and I'm like, man, that is so cool. But I'm never that artistic enough to do something like that. So for this is more up my alley, because all I do is click, and it's creating for me. And it's not relying on me as much to be super creative, because I'm not always super creative. So, and here's the actual trailer for the game.
Like, look at the water. Look at like the little details,
like-
like the birds.
I feel like I need to turn the sound down. I feel like this is gonna drive people crazy, isn't
It's
it?
so good, dude. No, I'm telling you,
So
people
is this-
just need to experience it. Objective? No, this is not an objective. It's just a procedural fun game.
Yeah.
And if you look at like what people build and stuff, it's just create cities and stuff. Like,
So tell me in the comments, is this
looking things.
noise like cringe city to everyone right now? Or are they enjoying this noise as much as Tyler is? Because I'm very curious.
Okay, that noise is like, you know how when you pop packaging
Yeah.
stuff? It's like that. See, look at this. And then when you enclose one, it'll build grass. Like look at that.
It's pretty
So
ridiculous.
good, man. I'm
but
telling
kinda
you, it's so
awesome.
good.
Nobody's told me yet if they love the sound or hate it. I guess everybody's on a little bit of delay. So hopefully I'm not driving everybody crazy with the sound. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down.
Look at this. Look how good it is.
I'm going to go ahead and
man.
turn it
It's
down.
So cool.
We'll let it keep playing because Tyler loves this.
Whatever, man. It's great. I highly recommend picking it up. it's cheap, it's simple to play, and if this comes to VR, it'll just be a win. So,
Alex VR said noise is terrible. And like
Right.
Susan said, like you did, it's like popping bubble wrap.
Yes, it is too. It's 100% like popping bubble wrap. That's
Yeah.
absolutely it.
Yeah. So Marcellus Wilson said, I love Townscaper. I played on Switch. VR looks amazing. That's making the Quest store. So that would be awesome if it's on the Quest store for sure. So
Yep. I think it's just kind of a no-brainer. It's a great fit for VR, and it's good to see, devs that are building other games see that as a viable platform to bring their game to. So
yeah.
I'm
agree.
super excited for it.
I think VR is a very weird platform in the sense that sometimes, like, we see these games like Half-Life Alyx and stuff, these wicked, visually stunning, in-depth games, but it's often the games that are very, very simplified that work great in VR and catch on and become super popular. Look at like Gorilla Tag, you know what I mean? Like, how much more basic and simple can you get for a game, but people love that game. So it's so weird how things that just like watching a trailer of some of the things, like even Gorilla Tag, it's like, that's the most horrible thing I've ever seen, but then playing it, people love it. It's just so weird how VR can be such a strange medium for what works and what doesn't work.
Even like watching this, I could sit and watch somebody build this.
did.
It's one of those
You watched it
mindless
forever.
things that like keeps you intrigued, or me at least. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it seems pretty mixed. I saw how you put a post in there. People are saying Colby said I like it. Beanzo said I hate it. So some people like the sound and some people hate it. I'm guessing it's a little bit more rewarding if you're actually playing it as compared to just watching the video. Like, I mean, it doesn't drive me too crazy. It's a little bit annoying, but I feel like if you were pushing the buttons or clicking the controllers in the game and then that sound is going off, it would be more rewarding at least to me. VR Sprag guy said Tyler loves polls.
I do love polls,
It's a true
man. I
story.
love polls. Yeah,
It's a true story.
no hold. I mean, it's a free thing. You do it if you like it. You don't if you don't. So
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, it's cool to see what all you guys like, especially as like our times have evolved now. I mean, moved from all PC VR to half and half now with PC and Quest, and then Quest people moving to PC. I love the mix of like everyone's thoughts. It's just cool to know and see where everyone's at.
yeah, for sure. I mean, that's
Sorry, I'm amped today. Don't know why. Sorry.
you are pretty amped. Is this your
It's the
first cup?
games. I cheated. I had one before, but it was crap coffee. It was.
Oh, so now you're doing the good coffee.
It was
Okay.
Folgers.
Oh man,
I can't say that word. I know.
what did your wife say the other
wife
weekend?
likes it.
The
Right.
high class. It's high class.
Fancy or something?
No.
Oh, Folgers.
Folgers. Yeah, she's like, no, it's Folgers. That's the
man.
high end Folgers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
I had to have one before. It was a long night last night. Did a lot of whiskey tastings and stuff.
Oh, nice,
so
nice.
needed
But
one.
since we got right into your Townscape, since you were so excited, I did want to talk a little bit about the progress. You're trying to upload a progress video of the basement progress right now onto the Patreon. I was trying to get it to maybe show some on the show too, but it's YouTube's being a little weird about download or uploading it on there. So if you're on the Patreon, you'll probably see that in a little while. But tell us about the progress, because I'm super excited. I know I saw it. Was it last weekend? I think I was over there and saw the progress, and it is looking awesome. So just give a little update.
It's really come a long ways, and all these things that are going into it that are like the automation stuff, the hidden stuff that's actually all working. To see all the ceiling completely done and almost all the stuff on. I've got to mount some speakers. The walls now getting finished up, and I've got finished paint going on here. Should be next weekend. It's just really piecing together and exciting me. Oh, I got cabinets delivered. Did that happen last? No, that wasn't.
I haven't seen those yet. No, I saw
Sunday, I think. Yeah.
the drywall done, the ceiling done, and a bunch of that stuff done last weekend. But and if
So
you don't know,
palette of cabinets. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you don't know, real quick, if you're just joining in for the first time or whatever, we're working on, mainly Tyler is working on a full VR studio space in his basement, like a complete renovation. And there's gonna be a scene like what we're in right now for the Coffee VR show that will be in person. That should be really cool to be able to do. If you don't know, but yeah, it's been a pretty long process, but it's coming along really well. It's getting closer to the finishing end, and hopefully you guys can really see the finished product hopefully pretty soon. So.
We got some issues with some supply on some things, some countertops and stuff. So I'm keeping my eye open for some replacements or what I'm gonna have to do now instead. But man, this market with everything, it's just
Yeah,
kind of crazy. I'm
it
lucky
is.
to get what I probably got for cabinets and everything. So
Yeah, I mean, it's been
hopefully it all
crazy
works
with
out soon.
everything
So,
for a long time, but
yeah.
I'm definitely
Oh yeah.
excited to see it all done. I wanted to spin off of our talking about the simple things in VR and how sometimes, those kind of games can work really well. And there was one that released this last week. I was playing it some. I played a little bit last night and some this morning. And seeing this trailer and seeing footage of this, it's like one of those games that's just like, man, it's not like a high end graphically stunning amazing game, but in VR that doesn't always matter because a lot of times it's based off of the actual gameplay and how fun the gameplay is, the movement systems. And this is Nock, and it is available on the Quest store now. I don't think it's on the Rift store, it's just on the Quest store, but it's $10. It's $9.99. So pretty affordable game. I know they were talking about making it a little bit more expensive, which I'm glad they didn't, because I mean, this game's just a silly, stupid game that is fun because of the movement system that they've created in here. And essentially what you do is you grab the grip button and move your one hand to throw yourself around, move yourself around. And the other one, you do the same thing and it throws you up in the air. It's essentially like soccer. You have to get the ball into the goal and you're using a bow to get the ball into the goal. And it is actually a very rewarding movement system. I love the way you can throw yourself around. I love the way that you can throw yourself up in the air. It definitely takes some practice. And it's not something you can just pick up right away and be really good at. But once you start to get the hang of it, it really is rewarding.
So this is a lot like a knockoff Rocket League.
Yeah.
It is though completely mind blowing to me that I went into it not expecting much.
Same thing. I almost didn't even
And
buy
then
it.
loving it, like
Yeah.
absolutely loving it. Like I keep wanting to go back for more. The pace of it's great. The movement speed is great. I don't know, it just really feels good. I would like to see maybe some, bigger stuff added in, but I know that'll come. Rocket League started the same way, and then they start adding all this, add-ons, power-ups, all the things that happen in between. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's only got up to go, and it's already amazing. I highly recommend getting on with friends
Yeah.
and playing this.
I mean, it really, and we haven't played together yet. We played separately, but I was telling him because I tried it, and I was like, dude, you should try this. It's actually like the movement system and stuff is actually really rewarding. I think that's where this game shines, and that's where VR can take games like this that aren't visually, I watched the trailer of this like a long time ago, and I was like, nah, that doesn't even look like, I mean, it just looked like low effort. You know what I mean? Like it's not a game that is visually stunning in any way, and it just seemed kind of goofy looking, and it seemed like something kind of pretty basic. But once you play it, I was like, man, this is pretty stinking good. And if you see on the video here, I had to try to adjust the lighting because it was so white. Like the arena and stuff is so white that the camera, you couldn't even tell what was going on screen because it was so white. So I had to like adjust the color. So the video looks a little bit weird, but I just wanted to show kind of some of the movements. And the funny part about this too, when you're playing, is listening to the people, because you can tell they are working because you hear people breathing like so hard. I mean, like you are getting a workout for sure because you're moving so much. And I'm a beginner here, so I'm not going crazy. I'm still trying to learn the whole system. I think I scored maybe like 2 goals or something, which I was pretty happy about. But
yeah, I think what I like most too is it's a lot like playing soccer and pool, kind of in the same thing, to where depending on where you hit the ball with the arrow, it's all
it is.
so
Yeah.
I love all that. I know you're reading the comments.
I was reading that she said
saw
it.
my wife,
Maxwell House says Casa de Maxwell.
I can't. I really can't.
Well, Raza said he's drinking Max
Horrible.
House right now.
See, don't do it, man. Come on, step your game up. Step your game up.
So Sim is saying Nock is most likely my game of the year. Absolutely love it. And
Right.
I tell you, like
It's great, man.
it's the thing with VR is that you can never ever judge a game by watching somebody's gameplay or by a trailer. Like you really have to try it yourself. Because this one blew me away for what I was expecting. Like I know people were saying it was good, and I was like, I don't know, like I just don't feel like this is gonna be for me. And I really like it. And a lot of people are saying, I've read articles and stuff that said that this is the first actual like sports game for VR, like that you're playing a sport against each other. And it's definitely a sports game, but I was like, I feel like the first one would probably be like Echo Arena or Echo VR. You know what I mean? Like that's still a sport,
True.
and it's very similar to this, but that came, long before this did. But
Right.
I can definitely see this catching on and being a game that gets very competitive, because there was already people in there that were ridiculously good. And like the first round I got into, it was 2 versus 2, I think. And the two guys obviously have been playing together quite a bit, and they were just destroying us. It was like, I mean, we couldn't even stop them, they were on another level, but it's really cool.
I know, I love it. It blew my mind away to actually play it. So
Yeah, like
it's always a good thing when we're still getting those games. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That like really grab you and go, wow, we still have so much like ground to cover with
Yeah,
games in VR.
it's just
that
weird to me though how
excites me.
something like so simplistic can be so rewarding in VR, and it worries me a little bit too, because as VR is still growing, people see games like Gorilla Tag and Nock and stuff, and you're watching trailers of these games, and you're like, this is what VR is? Like, this is not what I had in mind, you know what I mean? But it's that thing where you have to try it. You can't judge a book by its cover, and I don't know how much that hurts or helps VR, watching things like that, and people that have never tried it and just judging it off of what this game looks like. But man, I tell you got to get in there and try it out. It's really cool.
I think those good games over time really tend to shine. They keep their place in VR. They don't just die off. It's not like it comes out, people try it, and then they're done with it. It keeps people coming back. They keep adding things in, and it brings people back in. Look at Pop 1. Pop 1 is still, every time I get in there, I still feel like it's a great game, right? And think how long it's been out now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been out, gosh, how long has that been out? A year and a half now?
I don't even know. We've been playing the beta for so long.
I feel
I don't
like
even
it's
know.
been years for
Yeah,
us,
it's been a
but
long
yeah.
time now. But
Yeah.
I do have a code to give away on this, and I didn't enter it into the thing. And Oculus codes are really long, and I could read it out so that somebody can try to grab this code. What do you think?
I don't know. You could always leave out a letter.
I'm not going to do like the military code for the letters. I'm just going to put out the letters. So if I say a letter funny, if somebody might think I say a different letter. We'll see what happens. Okay, you ready? This is an Oculus gift code. So that means that we purchased
Do it
this
fast.
code,
Hurry. Come
giving it as a gift. So you have to go into the Oculus app, you go to Nock, and then you go to redeem gift, and you put in this code. You ready? It is HN4E9TKAWTCEJ4T RXKJ3 6RYMH. And I don't think you can rewind right now in the live stream. So
Right. You can't.
so that might be difficult for somebody to get. Let me know
Somebody
who
should have
gets
been
it.
typing, yeah.
Yeah, you should have been typing. Should I read it again? Real quick.
No.
HN4E9TKAWTCEJ4TRXKJ3A 6RYMH. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. You just bleeped out one of my letters. I don't know if somebody's gonna get it now.
Leave me alone.
Oh man, that's
I'm
too funny.
crying.
Well, hopefully somebody gets it. I'm very impressed with it. I really am. For $10, I'm glad they priced it cheap, because I don't think this is a game that's worth $30-$40 or anything like that. I think
That's
$10.
great, though.
I think this game is going to do good. The more people that start to play this, I really think the game is going to do
There's
good.
a lot of people. There were a lot of people playing even when I was on.
Yeah, and I was on early this morning, and there was quite a few people playing. Did somebody type it in the chat? I want to know who gets it. Oh, I got it. Chris9989 said, I got it. Thanks for Nock. Awesome.
Nice.
So somebody did get it.
It's
That's
so
pretty
good,
cool.
yeah.
So that might be better than just throwing them up on the screen. I don't really know, but that was fun. That was fun anyways.
It is.
Uh,
All right. What do we got? What else?
can we talk about something really weird?
Oh gosh, not this now. What?
Well, you're the one that found this. You showed me this. So
What? Oh, I know what we're gonna. Yeah, I know. The feeling in VR without any gloves, bare hands, and
Yeah.
yet you can feel stuff.
what?
Sounds too good to be true, right? I
It
mean,
does.
it really sounds too good to be true. But so supposedly, what this is, it's a panel that emits ultrasonic waves, and you can feel the depth of it with your hands.
Yeah.
I don't
Somehow.
know what this is going to be used a lot for, but it really intrigues me. It'd be interesting to see how well it works.
Yeah,
They've
I wanna
been
see what it
working on
feels
this
like.
product for a long time. I know they've had like a pre-release or a working prototype for like a year or so now, but maybe they found their spot in VR. I don't know if it was initially to be used in VR, but
Yeah, I don't
I
know
think
either.
it could be interesting, though I feel like the panel might need to be a little bigger. I feel like you're only working with a little space.
Yeah,
So,
so
that might limit, what you can feel.
it
But
said that it actually, so the working space, it works 3 feet above the thing and 120 degrees around it, is what they're claiming.
Right.
So, I mean, it's definitely would have to be like the kind of thing where you're like reaching out to touch things. So,
it would, yeah.
like you said, I think it's probably going to be difficult use case because it's only going to work for certain things. But I would love to see what that, I'm like, what would that actually feel like? That ultrasonic, like Wolverine, but like like what? I totally lost my train of thought. But what would that feel like?
Right,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what
Like
I thought too. But yeah,
like does it actually feel like you're touching something, or is it just like a tingling sensation? Like I don't know that I've ever experienced an ultrasonic kind of a feel.
Like
right?
it would feel like resistance would be my guess. So you're gonna still be able to feel through it, but maybe some portions would have more resistance. I don't know. It's not a super high price point. I forget what it was. I
It's
think
on
it was like
Kickstarter right now.
$400 or 450. 450, I'm pretty sure, for the first 150 is what it was. And I don't know. I don't know if I feel like there's a real use for it. I just don't see like what.
If you read
I don't
chat,
know.
there's some uses for it.
Yeah, I know, and that's not.
Lenny
Initially, I
03.
didn't think
Oh my
that. I
goodness,
guess,
killing
but
me.
I mean, I see that. But
Killing me.
I know.
So funny.
I don't know. I think it's interesting, but could you imagine this though, more in my eyes, as like a full room you could walk on, right? Like, what if you had a room scale you could do this and have, to feel a wall in front of you almost, like you
So-
walked into something.
So like Gary's book, The Memory Engine, I can't remember what he called it now, but it had like a floor that would morph, and then like you would go to sit down, and the floor would move to. You could, I
Like
mean,
the panel. What was that
yeah,
thing
I
with
can't
the
remember what he
panels
called
going
it now
like
in the
that?
book, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously this isn't on that same scale, but. I would love to feel it. I would love to feel it and see what it
too.
feels like. Is this something that's actually going to be useful, or is this just like kind of gimmicky, tingly sensation? I can't wrap my head around what it would feel like, but.
And if they have something like this, could they implement it then on like a controller or something that was already on your hands that would give you like I don't know, more of a
Yeah, I don't know.
tactile like feel? I don't know either.
Or
but
like on your
it's
wrist,
interesting.
like
I'd to
those
try it.
the things that Oculus bought, the Nerve gear stuff. But like, could they put
Oh,
it on
yeah.
your wrist and like it portrays out around your hand? Like,
Right.
I don't know how this
I
tech
know,
works. I don't
I know.
understand it enough.
But it'd be cool to try. I don't think it's really at the place yet, especially to spend $450.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know,
it's not
but-
something I'm gonna order. I don't see a use case, there where. I mean, most games that I play, aren't gonna utilize something like this, but something, metaverse related, maybe sitting down playing board games or something like that. It could be used in pretty well. I don't know, but I just want to try it. I
Right.
just want to see what it feels like. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was different. The Kickstarter is running, so if you do want to head over there and invest in something like that, hopefully you get it sometime next year.
Yeah.
I don't really know when the release is or anything.
We're still waiting
but
on a lot of Kickstarters.
Yeah, man, Yaw 2,
Yaw 2,
which I keep seeing
links.
updates for Yaw 2, and they're
Yeah.
updating some of the platforms and
coming.
stuff, which is super good to hear.
It's coming.
They're working through some things. I know even some supply stuff with some of the steel, I think it was, coming out of Russia, but I think it was only small parts or something, so I don't know. But
That could definitely slow things down.
yeah. Ooh, Laszlo in
that's
chat,
crazy.
one of our YouTube subscribers.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Adam Savage Tested just produced a review and interviewed with the principal founders. Oh, of
nice.
that?
That's
Oh,
cool.
I'll have to watch that.
Nice.
I didn't see
yeah, I
that.
haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Huh.
That is
yeah.
cool.
Curious to see what he has to say about it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there could be some use cases for it, but maybe on a little bit larger scale, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
still,
Yep. One thing I thought, I saw this article online, and I thought this was really cool. And they're saying AR is coming to bowling, which it essentially looks like the lanes have, like you can see it here, the lanes have essentially screens, I assume,
Tracking.
on them. Like, how does it not break the screen? But I feel like this
it's
was.
not screens, it's projectors. They use projectors to project.
Is it projecting
onto-
down? I thought it said
Yeah.
something about screens on the article I was reading, but either way, I think this would be really
Yeah,
cool to actually do. I mean, I feel like bowling was super popular, and I don't know how popular it is like with the younger generation now. Like I know we were like in high school and stuff. A lot, that was a cool thing to
Oh,
do. You
yeah.
go to the bowling alley, hang out with your friends, and I don't know how
pager.
popular that is anymore. But I feel like this is the kind of stuff that could kind of bring that stuff back in a way, and. I mean, you could probably do some really cool stuff with licensing and different things like this. I mean, this isn't exactly VR related, but I just saw this and thought it was kind of neat because they're calling it augmented reality in a sense. And I guess it is in a sense, but
To me, the cool part will be like if people could wear AR glasses and all see the same theme on their lane, you know, and not have it projected actually on there.
Yeah.
So it would be more of like a private, like you only see your lane, you know, and look down it and see something totally different than other people.
And it'd be cool if instead of just having like it on the ground, you actually have 3D
Oh,
objects that
objects?
can pop
Oh, yeah.
up, or alligator swallows your ball or something when you get
Right.
a gutter ball, or something cool
Oh,
like that. I think
absolutely.
that'd be really neat. And I'm sure that kind
We'll
of
be there
stuff is
someday.
coming eventually. But
Well,
so they're already.
speaking of,
I was just gonna say a couple popular IPs: Angry Birds, Boombots, Creature Feature, Pinpix, Rival Rumble, and Spark Experience are some of the popular IP stuff that they're working with right now. But
nice.
I want to
Yeah,
go.
that's cool.
I want to go.
I know. There's lots of, we can do cool stuff now. Ooh, the one in Cleveland. We're gonna go to that place in Cleveland.
Which one?
We'll talk about that later. There's a VR arena place out in Cleveland.
Oh, sweet. Let's go.
I know.
Wanna go now?
So I know. Let's just go now. Yeah. Yeah, with all the snow on the ground.
Right,
So
yeah.
the one that I thought we were gonna see some AR stuff was Apple, man. They had their let's see, what was it? Peak Performance showcase, and their logo that they had was this floating AR logo, and I swore we were gonna see some type of like MR AR glasses or something talked about at least, and nothing. So I don't know if it's just them trying to like start plugging those like floating logos because something is coming in the future, but
Probably.
we didn't see anything. So yeah, I
Yeah.
thought we might, or at least hear something, but I don't know. Too bad.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Apple get in the game, truthfully, even though it's nothing
They
I
will.
think I want. I would like to see some true competitors, even though it may be priced at something ridiculous.
It probably
but
won't be a competitor. And well, I don't know. But I mean, we're going to see it. It's just, man, they've been taking a lot longer than what we imagined, years ago when we first started talking about
Yeah.
it. But yeah, they're
Ooh,
definitely
yeah,
taking
ooh.
forever.
Breaking news for me, I did not know about. Rudell in chat said Samsung CEO hinted they have finished a new high-end metaverse-compatible XR headset and are going to release it soon, yet no excitement from VR crowd.
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't
excited
really-
because I've cried that we need something from Samsung
Yeah.
since we started this show, I think. I think Samsung is one of the big players that could make a
Well, even
huge
their early
impact
headsets,
in
I mean,
VR
they were
community.
working with Oculus as far as the
software and
the Gear
hardware.
VR and stuff like that, and then the Samsung Odyssey and the Odyssey Plus, those were
know.
pretty popular headsets, even though they were using Windows mixed reality stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, man, I would love to see. I mean, with their panels and stuff, they have the money to back it. I'd love it. I'd love Samsung to really come into the game. We need it.
I mean, as much as I don't like this word metaverse and how much this is thrown around all the time, I do
I don't
feel
either.
like the whole hype around a metaverse and what that means and all this stuff, I feel like that is amping up companies to work towards something like that, because
Yeah.
everybody's going after that because they know, and the long game is that's going to be something that's like going to take over essentially. So I think it is getting companies excited to jump back into the VR space that were excited in the early days, and then it didn't catch on as fast as everybody thought it was, and a lot of those companies kind of backed away from it because they were like, whoa, this isn't what we thought it was going to be as quickly. And I feel like they're getting a little excited again, some of them.
I think for me, what kind of ruined it or muddied the water with that is everyone thought that 360 videos were VR videos. And
Yeah.
I feel like that tainted the water a little bit of everyone's image of VR. They're like, oh, I've seen 360 videos. Don't care, or watch it flat. And they think, oh, that's just what it looks like in 360. And it's like, no, virtual reality is 100% different than that. And
Yeah,
until
for
people
sure.
try it.
For
so
sure.
I hope that we're finally getting that, I don't want to say like mixed reality videos out there that show people in the space, just like
Yeah.
this whole contractors with a Call of Duty. It's catching on that people are like, wait, I can actually play Call of Duty in it, like in the map.
Yeah.
And they're coming over to it. And I'm getting excited for that.
That's
but
true. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
reading some of the article. I just
Mystery.
found an article on it, and it looks like it is true. He did tease about it. No disclosed estimated launch date for the new device or what function it would have on the Metaverse platform. So really, they didn't tell us anything about it other than the fact that they're essentially working on something and there's something in the works. But it's still exciting. I mean, it's still exciting news from somebody like Samsung. So definitely excited to
absolutely
see
it
what
is.
happens with that.
Yep.
For sure.
And yeah. Oh, it'd be so good. So good.
What about Walkabout?
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? What about Walkabout?
What
They've
about the
literally paired up with the
upcoming-
best movie of all time, man. It's
We had like a 20-minute
just so
conversation
many-
about this here earlier.
yeah, because you need to come correct and watch it. Like,
I don't think I've ever. I think I've
Oh
seen
my
pieces and parts of this.
gosh.
I don't think I've ever watched this whole movie.
see, they're playing golf in the game. I'm like, the first thing I thought of was that
With
scene
heads.
right there, dude. Yeah, you just have to watch the movie. You really do. It will creep you out and blow your mind all in the same movie.
I'm not
It's-
cultured very well. That's what I've learned. I'm not very
so
cultured.
if you guys haven't seen it, Labyrinth is one of those old school movies that you probably haven't seen if you're not either been around in that era, that has some weird things. It's done by Jim Henson, which has done the Muppets, so that's why the characters look like that. It's got David Bowie in it, which, I mean, right there is the selling point, right? So yeah, I love that movie. You have to watch it. Even if you haven't seen it, if you're from a younger generation, just watch it. It's super creepy.
It is snowing
It
today,
will-
and maybe we'll watch it. But I got some other
Oh,
things
it's
I want
so
to watch.
good, man.
but
I'm telling you,
that
it's
per
so
se never
cool.
saw it either.
But
It's
I
so
would just
weird
love to
looking.
be in the labyrinth, in the maze. No, if you watch it, the maze portion of it, the movie is so good. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
this will be a great update. It's cool to see them pairing, with a big name.
Yeah,
old
so
name
so
like
Walkabout
Labyrinth.
is getting a Labyrinth update in partnership with the Jim Henson and all that, the company, and this should be pretty good. I mean, they've come out with a ton of updates. Walkabout is, if you're into any kind of putt, or even if you're not, if you're just into hanging out with friends, it's one of the best games to just hang out in and play some putt, some mini golf, with your friends. It's an awesome game. So I think this update, I don't know if this update's going to be paid or free. I'm not sure. Does anybody
I'm
know?
doing a poll.
Oh, geez, not another poll. What's the poll?
What? I don't know. No, stating the obvious. That's all. But
goodness.
yeah, this will be awesome. I hope they have like the characters in there. If we get the worm, I'm telling you, man, the fox, the worm, what's the big guy's name? I don't remember. The snaggle tooth looking monster guy. I don't know. You have to watch it, man.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
I mean, there's everything from smacking babies to these fire guys. You have to watch it,
So
man.
weird.
I'm telling you, you have to watch it. It is. It's weird.
Artful
but it's
said,
so
"What's
good.
next? Sesame Street or Muppets DLC?"
Right. Hey, don't make fun. I love the Muppets. I really do.
So-
And I told my nephew when I get the whole studio done, we can watch the Muppets down there as the first thing when he comes
That'd be
over.
pretty sweet. That TV's looking massive on the wall too. But so this is going to be a 36-hole course based on Labyrinth, and they're planning to release it in summer of 2022, which hopefully we're getting pretty close to. I thought we were getting pretty close to springtime, and we got dumped a bunch of snow last night here in Ohio. So
Oh my gosh,
a
I'm reading
little,
chat. I love it. Let's see, what was it? Wiki people said my sister and I grew up
I've watched
watching
Fraggle
Labyrinth,
Rock.
and we have so many inside jokes related to the movie. Hoggle, which is the one, and my younger sister is the worm. Hoggle's the one in the clip I told you to put in here, the one walking around the labyrinth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good. He's so grumpy. Anyways, sorry. You need to watch it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll have
telling
to
you.
watch
It's
it.
one of those like cult classics from like a generation type thing. So.
Yeah, for sure. I'll watch it. I don't know if I can convince the wife to. I wonder if my wife's seen it. Is she in chat? I wonder if she's seen it. I don't know if she
Yeah,
has.
it's so good. It's so good.
Huh.
So
Kinda
many
crazy.
cool things to talk about on today's show, man. I don't know why. I'm so into
Yeah,
it.
the other thing, I was saying we might watch it today because of it being a snow day. We're probably not going to go anywhere. It's a bunch of snow outside. Hopefully it'll be melting here soon. But Upload season 2. So we talked about that a while back.
Yeah.
Upload is on Amazon Prime, and it is a whole movie about, a whole TV series about essentially how when you die, you can be uploaded into essentially a metaverse kind of a thing, and your consciousness can be uploaded. And it was really good. It started out a little weird, but I really got into it as season 1 went through. Season 2 launched yesterday, so we watched the first 2 episodes last night, and I really just wanted to binge watch the whole series, and I was like, no. I told the wife, I was like, let's watch 2 episodes and then we'll shut it off, because in modern day times with things like Netflix and all, these kind of shows where they release a whole season and you can watch it all right away, it is so hard not to binge watch the whole thing, because it ends and you're like, crap, I want to see what happens, so you just jump, and then the next one starts up on its own. So it's not even like it gives you the option. But yeah, we're going to be watching some more of that. We might binge watch the rest of the season today since it is a snow day. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out. If you have Amazon Prime or whatever, definitely check it out. It's free. It's the Prime. No? Why?
Labyrinth. You gotta watch Labyrinth, man. I'm telling you, man.
Chris
All I could
9989
hear-
said, OMG, I can't I'm thinking he meant I can't wait to binge season 2. So J-Ham in the house. We're
I
talking
agree.
about some Pop 1. We got to play some Pop 1 with him here pretty soon.
I'm still saving all these though till I get it done, man.
You've watched season 1 though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and we just recently, my wife and I think, I don't know, a few weeks ago, we talked about it on the show, but we just rewatched season 1 of Upload, getting ready for season 2 to come out. So it's pretty good. I mean, I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen it, just be aware season 2 is out now that you can binge watch and have fun doing.
So good.
Yeah. So
It is a good show.
So I want to talk about Pop 1 a little bit because the Metropolis update, and you know, we're big fans of Pop 1, but the Metropolis update is coming out, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's next week. I think it's Thursday of next week. And I did hop in there. I'm pretty sure we're allowed to show because I think other people have shown the footage of the Metropolis section of the map. And so I went in there and just jumped around and recorded some stuff on my own. I love the look of this. I love the cyberpunk kind of style stuff. This to me is awesome. It's a welcome update. The characters, the new character skins and stuff look really cool. 2 of those are on the thumbnail for today's show. But I also love the bounce things, like the trampoline, the boost things. What do you call it? I don't remember what
Jump
they call
pads?
it. But yeah, the jump pads. Yeah, those are really cool because, I mean, I love flying in Pop 1. I love, you know, jumping off things and just soaring down, but that it feels so rewarding to just walk over this thing and shoot you up in the sky. I mean, it's kind of essentially like the boost things that you could do off of the rails and stuff, and people are the light posts. Well, most of them have been fixed now, but I mean, it was real popular there for a while, and essentially the same kind of thing. You boost off of there and it throws you up in the air. And I mean, but there are so many little nooks and crannies and ins and outs and places through this Metropolis section that's going to really change up the gameplay. It's going to be very interesting to see. And a lot of I think there's going to be a lot of close quarter combat stuff too, with all these little nooks and crannies and areas you can go in and out of. It's pretty cool.
Now, do you wish though that it was the whole map?
I mean, it's a pretty big section. So I think
right?
that
It's a corner.
we didn't do the play test this time. I kept forgetting about it and it was busy. And I think you can play just the Metropolis section, or you can play the full map with the Metropolis added in that corner. And I think that it's big enough that I'm okay with it either way, because it's not.
Sure.
Like, I feel like some of the other updates, like the Westworld section and the Kingdom, like those are pretty big, but I feel like this is quite a bit scaled, a little bit bigger, like, and it's so full. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Right.
that
You feel
you
like
could
you're completely
play.
in it.
Yeah, you could literally play a whole match, no problem, in just this
Sure.
section. It would be pretty intense, I think. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's great. I like the update. I just still feel like they're just throwing a bunch of things at it. I feel like at a point, I don't know. I like what they're doing. I don't know. I feel like I wish we had either. I don't want different maps because that would isolate players from, you know, each other and split, you know, play space and player count. So
true.
though I do wish they would have just taken the map they had and reskinned the whole thing to look like this. So like the barns would have been like a futuristic looking barn and just like replaced everything. I guess, I don't know. I was hoping for that, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I
probably
thought it was originally going to be a whole map on its own, like a whole separate map where you could play, you know, either one or whatever it was. But I was dancing at the nightclub. I got excited. But I don't know. I like it. I mean, I love Pop 1, and part of me likes the fact that you still have that familiarity of
That's true,
the
though.
other
You're
parts
right.
of the map, because you have your favorite areas, you have the places you like to go. And sometimes
But-
it's hard when you jump in, you have to relearn a whole new map. Sometimes that's fun though too, and that's part of the challenge. But I don't know. I'm not upset about it. I think because of the fact of how big the area is and how, I mean, there's so many different levels. There's so many different open areas and stuff that you can go into. Like, I think that it's it's so packed full. Like, it's not just an open area that you got to run across open fields and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to make the gameplay pretty fun. And I plan on spending a decent amount of time in this area, and probably a lot of other people do too. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it's awesome. I love it. And it's just stuff like this, like I said earlier, it keeps bringing people back into a game after not playing it for a while, you know?
Yeah.
I love
And
the
we
seasonal
haven't been playing it
updates.
for a long time. This is like all we were playing. We were playing Pop
Yep.
1 nonstop, and we've gotten away from that. You know, we haven't played it as much
There's a lot of good
lately.
games out right now.
Yeah, so it's like it's definitely this kind of stuff though that keeps the game alive. Like, this is what you need to do as a game, especially a multiplayer game. You need to do this kind of stuff because it keeps people, you know, it gets people excited about something new. They want to see it. They want to jump back in, and it just has that draw, and it keeps the player base up, because that's
They're
really
following
important.
that formula that Fortnite has kind of perfected with keeping people coming back
True.
in and stuff with
True.
seasons and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
It definitely works, you know? feels like a new game. So
Yeah, the
yep,
boosts
it's
are really
awesome to
cool.
see.
The power boosts are really cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Main fan said you can go in the map now. I think it's just if you have the beta access. So we've had the beta access for a while, and you can switch between the beta branch and the regular branch. So I switched to the beta branch because I wanted to see the map early on. I wish I could have got to play in some of the play tests. I just kept forgetting I didn't have the time. But the map, if you have the beta access, you can go in and see the map now. If not, I think if I remember right, it's Thursday this week. I think that the actual update comes out. So
Yep.
pretty cool.
Oh, Judge Dredd said Alvo coming out. I did see that.
Yeah. Alvo, that's a game that's
Cool.
been out for a while, and I believe we played a beta version of this on the PC because originally it was supposed to launch for the PC and the Quest and all that stuff and PSVR, and then for some reason they went just straight PSVR for a long time. But now it is coming to the Quest as well, and I got the date. I wrote down the date because I'm terrible at remembering numbers. Let me see what the date was. I think it's next week.
I don't know. I am excited for it. I hope it can I don't know. I hope it can live up to Contractors. Again, I know we always say this and probably people get tired of us saying it, but if you play Contractors, you know that is kind of the best all-around staple of a shooter.
Yeah, I agree.
In our opinion. And I know some people may differ in like the
Yeah.
screwing around more that happens in Pavlov or the more seriousness and Onward, but I feel the blend in Contractors.
Yeah,
is
and they've
on
done
point.
such a good job with updating over the years of adding things, now the mod stuff on Quest, and they've just done such a good job with the game. But this one comes out on March 17th, and I haven't played this. It's been on PSVR. I know some people have probably played it, and you can let us know what you think of it, on the PSVR and how it compares to Contractors on the Quest or PC. But I mean, I'm going to play it because I love shooter games anyway. So I'm definitely going to jump in and give it a shot and see what I think. But it's going to be hard for me to get pulled away from Contractors. And I see some things in this game, that are a little bit different. They have the drones and they have the rocket launchers and, some different things, and the explosions look incredible. But, I am curious to see how it plays. And they have the sliding, but you can do some of that in Contractors and stuff too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to play it. I mean, I love these kind of games. I think this is a very tough space for a game like this, though, because there are a lot of really good competition that's been out for a long time. But, when something new comes out, people get excited. So we'll see. You'll see how it does.
Right.
But,
I agree. Maywater said any female avatars in Alvo, there better be.
Yeah, I don't know.
There should be. I don't know why there wouldn't be, but
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess a lot of them don't have. Do they? I'm trying to think like this Contractors. Contractors is all guys, I guess.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never tried to change anything, I guess.
But I
so
mean, I've
know
never
it
seen a
defaults to
female
it.
character in there, like just playing
That's true,
multiplayer
too.
games.
You're right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we should have that in there.
yeah, I'm surprised because I mean, there's plenty of girls that like shooters as well. So I don't know why
Absolutely.
I don't know why they wouldn't really, but I mean, watching the trailer, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's Need to write the devs. I say, yeah.
I agree.
If you're looking for that, for sure, send them a
Contractors.
message.
Right. She's right about that one,
Yeah.
actually.
Well,
Crazy. I
Veraza
didn't
said
think about
Alvo is looking janky to me. Is it just me? And I mean, some of the movement and stuff of the characters sometimes look a little bit janky, and some of it I think looks pretty good. But
What's the one we talked about last week?
oh yeah.
I can't think of it now off the top of my head.
See if it's still.
I know. I was trying to see if it's there. Shoot, I can't think of it. That the mechanic or the
Veil.
movement.
Veil.
Yeah, that the movement system makes it just look janky. Not that it is. When you're moving around in a game, you don't really see yourself, but you see everybody else. So
Yeah. Is this gonna be crossed or? I guess it's not out on PC either, is it? It's just on PSVR. I was about to say is it gonna be cross by, but I don't think it's on. I don't think it's on PCVR either yet. But yeah, I don't know.
Virtuoso. No, I've not played Virtuoso.
Yeah, we've talked about it, but we should play that. I thought about playing that this week, but I just haven't yet. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it's going to be something I'm going to play a whole lot, but people seem to like it, and I think it's going to be pretty cool for making some music and some beats and stuff. We definitely need to try that because
I need to practice my tribe, man. I was talking to a friend of mine that I went to school with,
Tribe
and
DJ.
he was doing some DJing and trying to get it streaming working. I was trying to help him through it, and I'm like, I got to get back in tribe, man. It's killing me. And I still want to maybe do that for our 10,000 party. I might do it. I need to practice.
yeah.
But we got to talk about that still. We still got to figure out our 10,000 party.
Yeah, we'll
10,000
definitely
sub
do some
party.
giveaways for sure, some bigger giveaways. Probably give away a Quest headset, something maybe. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't know what all we're gonna do yet for sure. We're getting close. It's like we have periods where it like really ramps up and then it's like kind of slows down, and then you know what I mean. It's just it's hard because we don't. we work all the time as well. So this is kind of
We
just
do.
a fun side hobby for us. So we don't always have the time to really push and put out tons of content all the time, but we love doing it when we get the time to. And once Tyler gets the basement done, that should help us get some better content out and some more regularly and stuff.
I just want to talk about it and like share with everybody what I've been doing. I'm trying to hold back because it's not done, but very hard to.
Well, hopefully I can we can see the video, the Patreon and stuff or whatever for later today. But I did want to mention.
Beard. No, don't say that, Spry Guy.
Oh yeah,
Stop
that's
it.
15K. I think originally it was 10K for last year. I think you said this year if we hit 15K, you'll do the beard, right?
I don't know, maybe.
You got a 3 o'clock shadow right now.
See, here we go. Here we go.
Laszlo knows. He knows what's up.
Stop it.
That's awesome. So there's also, talking about the metaverse, Gundam is getting in on the metaverse as well. I was reading this article about this and I was like, that's kind of crazy. And Gundam is like super popular. I know people collect the Gundam things and they build them, and like it's a super popular.
Okay, I have a very not a love-hate. I have a hate relationship for it because every time I search for, because the car I have is a TR6.
Mm-hmm.
And there must be a model of one of these or something, because every time I search for a hashtag TR6 on Instagram, all these Gundam models come up. And I'm like, why?
Or it's
like,
just
no,
maybe
go
called
away.
the TR6
Like,
or something?
there must be like
Yeah,
a certain
something.
one that's called a TR6. And it drives me nuts because I see half cars and half one of these. So it
Yeah.
pisses me off.
It's
But
kind of crazy. But it's supposed to be, it's going to be like a metaverse kind of thing. I don't think it's going to be like an actual game. They said the metaverse will revolve around open frameworks that allow you to connect with other fans and even business partners in a virtual world soaked in Bandai Namco IP. The company has also teased new technology that will help translate languages to make global communication easier. So, I mean, it says not only will you be able to socialize and interact with one another in a growing virtual space, but the Gundam Metaverse will also be tied to the real world by allowing you to purchase physical items such as model kits, toys, t-shirts, and other merchandise using crypto or credit card. And these items will then be shipped to your home in the real world, which everybody's going that route too.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool though. We've talked about that for a long time, getting products in there where you can actually physically see them and stuff. And then to be able to order them is even better because like I said, I don't know, a couple shows ago, the Nerf thing. Like if I could literally play a game and have the Nerf gun in there, right? So the Nerf game that's coming to VR, the shooter. And then I could actually buy that gun through that and have like a limited edition that was only sold through VR. Like you couldn't go to the store and get it shipped to you. And then people see pictures of it and they're like, I want that. And it's like, oh, you got to play the game and earn the achievement. And then you can unlock it to buy it. Like that's epic stuff that I think we need to have.
That's
like,
future
I really
stuff.
do.
And I see that kind of stuff coming too. And talking about Nerf, there's a beta sign up right now to get into the beta for that. I meant to have you put that link in the description and I forgot. We'll throw it up on the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, we'll throw it up on there. But yeah, I could probably put it in chat too.
I got it.
But that is out there now if you want to sign up to try to get into the beta, which we always like to try to get into the betas if we can. And we always like to try to let people know, when we know about them or whatever, to try to sign up to get in there because it's always more fun when you play with friends. So,
Absolutely.
I did want to mention Demeo. So we had a lot of questions about the flat version of Demeo coming out, and a lot of people were concerned about are we going to have to pay for the flat version again if we already own the VR version or the Steam version, Oculus version, whatever it is. And luckily they finally announced, which I don't know why they put this off so long, or maybe they just were undecided, but they have announced that it is going to be free. So Demeo PC flat version free to those who already own the VR version. So that's good news. I'm not sure why they held off so long. They must have been trying to debate and decide what they wanted to do with that, maybe.
Sure. Could be.
Yeah, so they must have been thinking about charging again, but I think that would have made a lot of people mad. So kudos to Resolution Games. I'm glad they went that route, and they're going to go ahead and give it out for free. So a game that I think would be cool to play, on a Steam Deck or something like that, potentially, it'd be pretty cool. I mean, for me, I'm probably going to play it in VR if I have that option. I'd prefer to play it in VR, but yeah.
But if you're sitting in bed or something, or on a couch and you're not playing and your headset's not charged or something, it's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And
stuff,
friends that don't have a headset yet, maybe that could be the stepping stone to get them to get a headset because they really like playing the game with you, and you're in VR and they're on flat and you're telling them how awesome it is, and they're like, oh man, I gotta get a headset too. So possibly.
Yeah. Well, I can only drag my character, you know what I mean? Or it's way different, but still cool.
Yeah. So Paradise K said, have you talked about or tried Felix and Paul's Spacewalkers? Amazing, been blowing my friends away. I haven't tried that. Have you?
No. No, I haven't.
I'm gonna have to look into that. PD always is up on stuff. He's always telling us stuff to do. I did try Cyberpunk 2077. I tried the Vorpex mod, the free one that the Paradise Decay kept talking about, and it's pretty good. I still need to play it some more. I haven't spent enough time in it to really get it all tweaked and dial it in and everything, but it's really, really easy to do, and it's free. Like, I mean, it is super simple to do. You just download the thing, you unzip it, and you put the folder in the game file, and that's all. You put your headset on, you start it up, and you're in VR. So it is pretty cool, and it's free. I definitely recommend trying it out. I do need to spend some more time in it for sure, but so far, I mean, it works pretty good, and I was pretty impressed with it so far.
I actually liked Vox Machinae.
Oh yeah,
however it is.
We didn't do a show last weekend. That messed us up because
Oh,
we
yeah,
would have
that's
probably
true.
talked about that last weekend about playing it. We
Right.
didn't do a show. We had some stuff going on. I actually bought a new
Really?
car last weekend, but go ahead.
Why do we do? Why have we have so much going on?
I don't know.
I know. So I think it's very well done, especially on the Quest. Like the feels it gives you for being in something or feeling like it's like a simulator that you're in. And I don't know, it's done really well. The screens, you can move around in it and grab and position. I think they've done some really cool little things that I like. The depth on everything, I like it. It's a really
Yeah.
cool game.
I actually had recorded footage I was going to show on the last show, and I totally forgot to put it in for this one. But
Oh, the campaign.
I spent a decent amount of time in the single player campaign or whatever by myself, and that was it felt a little. There wasn't much depth to it starting out, but I've been told if you just keep grinding out, it does get really good in the single player campaign. But it was like a long time, and I was like, man, this is like nothing making me want to come back. I mean, I like the feeling of the mech and everything, but the single player campaign definitely felt like it was rushed to get out, and it didn't. But like I
Right.
said, it supposedly gets better in the end. But I don't know. There's just not any draw to bring me back to that campaign because it started out so slow and so long. So it might only just be the multiplayer stuff for me. But
I feel like this game really shines with like a multiplayer. I mean, any type of like, I don't know, shooter or with other people and having that real interaction and knowing it's somebody. I like that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
I love the interaction though with like in the cockpit and the things you can
Oh, yeah,
grab and play
absolutely.
with
Yeah.
and touch. That's kind of stuff. I mean, I think the more I can interact with, the better. So I was very impressed with that. And I love the movement of like the jumping, how you can launch your mech up into
Yeah.
the air and stuff. That's really cool. So
And I think this would be a really cool game for like somebody that's the first time in VR because you feel like you're doing a lot of movement, but you have something around you that's stationary and doesn't give you that motion sickness as much and helps for that first time in.
yeah, that's probably
I think
true.
this would be a great game for people to try or one of the first games they play.
Yeah, that's probably
I
true.
really do.
I mean, that kind of stuff does help. I'm curious,
Mhm.
like Me Waters, I know suffers still with some motion sickness. I wonder if she's tried this and what her thoughts. Like if it helps,
It would
you
be
know what I mean?
great. I think all this helps. It's no different than when you have those fast movements and getting that vignetting going on, the
Yeah,
blinders
that's
to kind
true.
of give you something that's more focused and stationary that keeps you from getting sick.
Yeah.
But
It's a pretty
Good
cool
game.
game though. I mean,
I like
definitely.
it.
I look forward to playing it some more. I don't know how much more the campaign I'll play. I don't know,
I
but
still am dreaming for it to work with the yaw. Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh, would that
would
be
be
good?
cool.
Could you imagine like the kicking and the rocking of it with the movements and
Yeah, that would actually be pretty
the
cool.
left or right. Oh man, so good.
I'm totally down for that. What else do we miss? What else we got to talk about? Oh,
Okay.
Oculus
No, perfect.
services. What is up with that? It's,
Dude, my headset's broke. Like literally, it's almost unusable.
I was
at
having a bunch of
points.
issues too this morning. I was telling you, like I was on before you this morning. We were
Oh,
trying to
man.
play some stuff, and I was like, it was lagging so bad. Like I was in game, and anytime a menu would pull up, or like Tyler sent me a party invite during
Mm-hmm.
a game I was playing, and the whole game about crashed. Like I don't know if everybody's having those issues, but I was telling him, I was like, dude, I got to try to restart my headset, see if it'll help out.
Right.
And then he got on, and his was doing the same thing. So I thought it was just me. Like I was like, oh man, like is my memory too full on here, or like
I
what's
checked
going
all
on?
that. I have, I think, 70 some gigs of space still on my 256. So it wasn't that. And it wasn't, it was across the board. Like it didn't matter what I was in. If I was just in Oculus Home, it seemed to be more prevalent, I think, in Oculus Home. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
odd.
Like,
I don't
the
get
game-
the issue.
The game seemed to be running okay for me, but anytime I would try to pull up a menu or hit the start button, like it would just start freaking out.
Yeah.
And VR Spry guy said you were going to get Wolf Raza going about Oculus Surfaces because he was having all kinds of. I mean, they
Yeah.
had the issues that they announced, last week with Oculus Services being
Oh,
down. People
wrecking.
couldn't log into their accounts. People were going in and then half their games were gone. Like they were having all kinds of issues. I don't know what the problem was exactly, but you remember in the old days of Oculus when that happened?
Dude,
They would
We
give
not
everybody like
update, remember? Oh,
they would give everybody like a $30 store coupon when that stuff
Right.
happened back in the day. I doubt they're going to do that again, but back in the day, they used to do that back on, I mean, it was Rift, probably CV1 days, I think.
I would
but-
say back, yeah. So in CV1, the issues always seem to revolve around Oculus updates and Windows driver update or NVIDIA driver updates. And that was
Yeah, that's
always the
true.
problem because they wouldn't correlate. So one would break the other, and you'd have to revert either the Oculus or your drivers on your PC. It was just always a pain in the butt, but we're well past that now. But we still shouldn't be having these core issues.
Yeah, I mean,
wouldn't
these
think,
are
but
were Quest issues, you know, not even like NVIDIA driver, like there's no other drivers on there that are affecting things too. So it's like Laszlo said cyber sabotage. So yeah, I mean, I know a bunch of different people were having issues, and then I was having issues today still. So I don't know if all the issues aren't still fixed. I guess they're still working on them. I don't really know, but
no. Hey, Laszlo can come meet us at the VR arena.
he's in Cleveland, I think, didn't he say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that.
Cleveland. Yep.
We should do that. I'm totally down. Let's do it. Let's do it. Definitely. But yeah, so I don't know if anybody else has been having the issues. I know a lot of the issues are supposedly sorted out by now, but obviously there's still some things going on, at least for me. But
Yeah, we couldn't even hardly communicate. Like my
Voices
speech
were
was
cutting
even
out.
being delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, audio was cutting out.
and
I
we
don't know
checked
what's
our
going on.
internet to make sure it like wasn't internet server issues or anything like that, and our internet connection was fine. Like it was just weird. I don't know.
I know. Yep.
Oh,
Maybe they're what?
Chris 9989 said, are the issues popping up because they're making modifications to introduce a new headset?
I wondered if their core software maybe is changed. And
Yeah, maybe that's a possibility.
Somebody decode that thing and see what's in there. then.
Yeah, find some hidden stuff in there.
Oh, my account is white.
Yeah,
Liberty
I've heard that
309.
too. Like people saying they couldn't log in, and they would try to log in with like a link a Facebook account or whatever it was, and that was having issues.
I've heard though, if you contact them, they can help you out with that actually, and maybe revert
Hopefully.
some things. So, but yeah.
Yeah, such a
Hopefully
pain
it's
though. I hate
okay.
when that kind of stuff happens, especially if you get a day where you're like, man, I got some time to play, I can really dive in, and then you get all these issues, and it just ruins the
I
whole
know.
day.
Welcome to technology.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true. I forgot I got some codes up here though
That's
too.
okay. Let's do that. There we go.
Get some codes away. This one's actually on the screen. I'm not gonna read this one out. So, but somebody got the one I read out. Maybe we should do that more often. That was kind of fun.
Maybe you should. Why you don't want to read it again?
Well, it's on the screen. I don't need to
Well,
read it.
somebody's visually impaired and can't see it. Come on, man. There's a lot of audio people listening. Hey, yeah. Well,
Not probably
that doesn't
yet.
work.
Probably
Not yet.
podcast probably comes after, but so I don't know if it's gonna help any or not. But yeah, this is actually courtesy of Mepper. He threw us some codes a couple weeks ago, and I've been kind of forgetting about them here and there. So I throw up a couple on the
Cracking them
show
up.
every once in a while. But Blast On, awesome game. Check that one out.
Yep.
And there's also, I don't think maybe I gave that one away last weekend. I'm not sure, the last show.
Way too many games, man. Way too many.
I don't know, but I don't think so. So there you go. So there's Panoptic.
Townscaper.
But yeah.
Let's play Townscaper. That's what I
Do
wanna
what?
play, man. I want to get my hands on Townscaper VR. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're gonna be
that
addicted to
game's
that
gonna
phone
be
app
amazing.
game now. That's all you're gonna be doing.
Well, that's true. But oh yeah, man, that is gonna be a problem. But it's gonna be one of those cult classics like Beautiful Katamari. Oh, like these old school things, man. Beautiful Katamari, Labyrinth.
Didn't they put
like,
that in VR
Those
too?
are staple. No, I wish.
They did something like that because isn't Beautiful Katamari the one where you like roll and you roll into things and you roll stuff up? They did something like that in VR a while back. Was it not that one? It was somebody else called it something different. I don't remember.
No, I don't. Not that I know of.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Oh, I did want to mention too, some pretty good news for the PSVR owners. Shadowpoint VR is coming to PSVR. So that's been a game that's been out for a while on Oculus platforms and all of that. But it is coming to PSVR as well. So if you've been holding out on this one, you haven't played this one, or maybe you only have a PSVR, it's going to be a great one to pick up. So
Yeah, actually, I like all these type of puzzle games and
Yeah.
stuff. And
it's a good one.
again,
It's a good one.
Yep. Again, don't need super complex graphics either.
No, but it still looks good. Like it's not.
Oh, it's a beautiful. Game.
Yeah. So definitely check this one out.
Absolutely.
It is coming to PSVR. So just wanted to mention that, give some PSVR love. Even though the PSVR 2 is rumored to be not coming out until 2023 now, which I'm hopeful that is not going to be the case, but it could be. I know that's
It
been.
could be.
I don't know. I'm hopeful that it's not going to be the case.
I don't think it is, but you never know with the supply chain stuff still going on. It
Yeah, it's
could
true.
be an issue.
It's true.
Could be hard.
Yeah.
We'll see them.
So it's true.
It's coming. Pre-orders. Wait. What was
What?
the 23rd of this month? The last pre-order for first iteration.
What are you talking
I think it
about?
was March 23rd.
Oh,
when the
yeah,
release for the original PSVR.
Yeah, I forget what the dates were.
I think it was the 23rd of March. I think somebody probably knows. But
Yep.
yeah,
So it was first available to pre-order. The first PSVR was in March of 2016 and it was released in October of 2016. So I'm still hopeful that we're going to see a repeat of that, but I wouldn't be too surprised, I guess, if it went to 2023 because of supply chain stuff. But man, I'm hoping that's not the case. Not the case.
Yep. Oh, hey, another game update after the fall. Getting a Horde update. Has a Horde update out already.
Is it out now? I don't know. We talked about that last show and I couldn't remember what the date was. So we actually might hop into there. Mash Daddy Cool is streaming like a 12-hour live stream of that game or something crazy like that. I hope he doesn't have to pee or anything. But we might jump in there with him and play a little bit on there maybe after the show because it is a snow day. But I can't play too long, so I got to watch a lot of episodes to upload season 2 today.
Labyrinth. Hey, my poll of Labyrinth that I put out there was Labyrinth the best movie ever? 40% actually said yes.
But 60% said no.
I didn't think anybody was going to agree with me on that one. I mean, not the
I don't know.
stream,
It seems popular, but I don't know. I
See,
just never seen it. But I'll have to watch it.
Update all the audio people listening.
I'll have to watch it. But anyways, I think that's it for today. We'll definitely hop in, probably and play a little bit of after the fall. Hopefully, what do you got going on today?
I'm gonna work on a lot of audio things actually in the studio.
Oh,
So I'd like to I'm moving a bunch of surround sound stuff and working on some Dolby Atmos stuff. Hopefully get some of that up today, maybe.
awesome.
I don't know. I've switched a bunch of my other audio stuff, put a different sound bar now in another room, and
Yeah.
a lot of audio stuff kind of going on maybe today.
And we still got that other
Blind.
project we've been working on that we gotta get. We gotta test some
I know.
more stuff on
Yeah, we
too.
do.
So
Yep, we do.
we'll figure that out. But yeah,
Yep.
anyways, thanks for watching. It wasn't a ton of crazy stuff that happened this week in VR, but definitely some exciting things, couple exciting things. Try Nock, definitely try Nock. It's $10. If you end up not liking it, return it. You know, you can return it pretty easy on Oculus Store. Try it out. I think you'll like it. Let me know what you think of it. It's pretty fun.
Let's see. May Waters said, "What's ETA on the new studio?" My goal is that was my goal, is my goal for my birthday, which is April 24th. So I want to like chill down there for my birthday. That's my goal.
Yeah,
Or
hopefully.
finish it or something. I don't know if that's going to happen just because of getting a hold of a couple things, but I've got my pallets of cabinets. They're in my garage, so I got to get those down there, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully this late spring, early
Fingers
summer.
crossed. Fingers crossed.
I know, I'm trying.
Yeah,
But we got to get some time to play too in there, so
for
I can
sure.
eat all of it up working on it. But
For
yeah.
sure. So,
Yep.
all right, cool. Well,
Yep.
yeah, if you're on the Patreon, there hopefully be a little bit of an update today in there. And obviously, thanks to all of our Patrons and everything.
Seriously.
I mean, all the help we get, we definitely super appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's it. Well, hopefully, hopefully see you in some VR, right?
Right? Oh, we'll absolutely see you in VR, and we will get the out of here.
Oh my goodness.
And we'll catch you guys later.
See you.
See you, man.
Got into VR in 2016. That was when we first. Whoops.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, it worked. It worked.
he is. How about
Perfect.
Hey.
We're lucky to be here. I will admit that. My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, and we were definitely up late playing some VR last night.
Yeah.
Goal is bigger.
That's what I was thinking.
Not always better.
Let's keep it PG, boys.
I mean, right? We don't know like how much
Right,
sound is
I
coming
agree.
out of it.
It's true.
Right.
Is there more sound coming out of it? We don't know.